So here we have Jupiter right above the moon, and it's really close. And I'm actually hiding behind the steps, behind the wall here. And the reason being because it's really windy, just like yesterday. I've actually just tried to do a video with Saturn as well, and it was well too shaky, so I've had to hide behind the steps there. You can see Jupiter really close to the moon. Look how close it is. You can actually see the moons and everything of Jupiter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Jupiter first and then come back down to the moon and have a good look at it today, especially now that we're hiding from the wind here. We're not going to get as much shakes, hopefully. Apart from me fighting with the tripod. 1 second, just trying to put Jupiter so you can see its 4 moons as well. Let me just raise it. There we go. Now you can see the 4 moons of Jupiter, one just below it and the other 3 above. It's a bit more stable down here, even though the wind is hitting down here even a little bit. Not as bad as where I was before though. Let's zoom in a little. Let me just bring it down. There we go. And now we're zooming even closer into Jupiter now. Look at that, even the wind's affecting down here as well. Trying to think if I can put something to block it. So let me just zoom out, bring it down a bit. I'm going to zoom in a bit closer to Jupiter now. Check out the wind. So yeah, it's even been affected the wind, to be honest. It's picked up even more, even down here it's hitting. 1 second, let me just leave this here a second and see what I can do. Sorry about that noise. It was just me moving some steps so I can actually block the wind a little bit. And I think that's going to help. So now we're going to go to the moon. And then what we'll do is we'll do like yesterday, we'll zoom in even closer and we'll watch it pass a few times. Yeah, now that's blocks the wind a little, so that's good, a little bit anyway. So let's zoom in. And it's even hitting me here. Yeah, even with the wind block it's still hitting me. I need that observatory. Now when that whole thing passes there, we'll zoom in even closer. Just bring it this way. There we go. I'll just try and move that a little bit. Sorry about that noise. Just trying to use some steps to actually block the wind. Is helping a little bit. Now in a sec we'll actually zoom in even closer. And this is going to be another long video. Like yesterday, there's something past the moon there, straight down. We'll have to look at that. So let's go back this way again. And then we'll go straight in. And I'm thinking I can still see Saturn as well from here. So maybe before we finish we might have a look. Yeah, the wind's even hitting here as well. Let's just watch this part pass and then we'll zoom right in. Okay, let's just bring it this way. Drop it a bit more this way actually. Apologies for the shakes. Trust me, I'm trying to do my best to hide away from it. It's just really windy, but I had to film it. It was just looking quite clear. It's a shame that I can't find a spot with less wind. And if you film it inside the house, then you get all the heat pollution that comes off from around the house, and it basically affects the quality. Obviously it's not going to come out as clear, and we're having to fight with the outside mess anyway, so it'll just make it worse. Now and again it holds, so that's okay. Now let's just bring it to the side again, and we're going to stay zoomed in. This is full zoom. With the Nikon P1000. I can't wait to get the telescope out, but with this kind of wind and weather, it's not really, you know, the best thing for it. Hopefully when it starts calming down a bit. I'm sure there'll be days where it's a bit more calm and we can take everything out and have a good zoom in. Can't wait for it. In the meanwhile, what I'm doing is preparing the OBS studio just to get it ready, so I have less hitches like when we do start up. Obviously there's going to be a few at the beginning, but the lesser the better. Yeah, it's looking clear. Still need to take pictures of it. Okay, let's bring it this way again. I managed to take a few pictures before the video of the Moon and Jupiter together. In manual mode, so you can actually see just the Moon and Jupiter with its moons, nice and clear with nothing around it kind of thing. Whereas if you do it in auto, it comes out all bright, the Moon and Jupiter. If you put it in manual, then you just get what you want kind of thing. Look at that, it's looking bright there. I'm glad the wind's holding. Let's bring it this way again. We watch the top. Let's do something, let's watch it again. Let's drop it a bit here. Just making sure it's full zoom. There we go. We're going to watch this part again. And actually I can see Saturn's pretty covered up, to be honest, with the low mist on the horizon. It's there, but slightly. So we're going to leave it just with the Moon and Jupiter tonight. And I'm going to concentrate and try and get some pictures taken of this. So after this passes, I'm going to zoom out and try and get some pics taken. Yeah, I wanted to see this part again. Look at that, wow. It's looking clear today. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out. And that was the Moon. And Jupiter together. Look how close. So I'm going to leave it there. Peace, love and light to all. God bless.